Hi Tommy, I'm responding to your last video. I'm sorry that it took me so long to get back to you. Our internet was down and it was tough, but I want to answer some of the questions that you've had. First of all, I want to say that your room looks great. I think it's awesome that you clean your room. And it's funny because my friend Jimmy that was on with me when we talked about depression, he has bipolar disorder, and I told him something similar to that one day when I was really depressed, and I said, I know it's not that big of a deal, but I cleaned my room or something like that. And he said, Lauren, he said, that's a victory. He said, you couldn't do that yesterday, and you couldn't do that an hour ago. He's like, that's a victory. You should be happy about that. So I think it's really great that you cleaned your room, and it looks really nice. I also wanted to talk about how you said that a lot of people don't understand what you're going through, and you've lost some friends. And that definitely happened to me, especially when I was in college. It was really difficult because there were times where I couldn't go out. I absolutely could not. And I was tired, and I would say, no, I'm just going to stay in tonight. And a lot of people don't understand. In fact, I mean, if you don't have MS or you don't know anybody who has MS, then they're not going to get it. Because they're going to think, well, how could they not feel like going out? We're going to have a blast. It's like, well, I really don't feel like going out because I would rather go to bed. And that happens to me a lot. And there are plenty of times when my boyfriend, Anthony, wants to go to the bar with our friends, and I'll say, go have fun, I'm going to stay home. And he'll say, okay. And my friends understand. And I have stayed friends with the people who do understand. And I'm glad that you have a new group of people that you hang out with who are more understanding. For those who give you crap for not going out, you don't need them in your life anyway. So that has happened to me, and I can relate. About bladder and bowel issues, I only have bladder issues, and I made a video about that, and luckily for me, I figured out what I can and cannot do. And I just have to make sure that I have food in my stomach, and I make sure, like, I can't drink water or anything right before I go to bed, because then I'll have to get up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom. And I just am really careful. I used to drink 8 glasses of water a day, and I can't do that anymore. So I'm just really careful about when I drink anything, and I make sure that I have food in my stomach, and that's how I can control it. I have heard of oxybutyn. I think that's how you say it. Actually, Brooks, my friend Brooks from YouTube, told me about it, and a couple other people had mentioned it. And I think I will talk to my neurologist about it, but for now, I kind of have it under control. So that's pretty much it about that. But I also wanted to talk about depression, and I was on Lexapro when I was going through my relapse. And it's really funny because when I was in my neurologist's office, I was laughing and crying at the same time. I'm kind of notorious for that. I laugh and cry at the same time. And I think you can see it in some of my videos. People have even said to me, like, why do you laugh? I don't know. It's weird, but I do. I laugh and I cry, but I was really depressed. And I was sobbing in his office, and he put me on Lexapro, and it made me really, really tired. And I'm tired enough as it is, so making me feel even more tired was horrible. And the weirdest thing was that I couldn't cry. And for me, that is so weird, because I cry all the time. And not being able to cry, actually, it was kind of nice. I'd watch like a sad movie, and I wouldn't even shed one tear, and it was like, wow, that's a new experience. But it wasn't working for me. It was just making me tired. So I'm not on any antidepressants, but it's really normal to take antidepressants if you have MS and you're going through a stressful situation. Oh, and you talked about marijuana. I have actually never tried marijuana ever in my life. I'm one of the few, I guess, but I've heard other people that have seen benefits from like using medicinal marijuana, but I've never tried it, and there's really no need for me to try it right now. But if it helps you, I mean, I don't see a problem with that. I've never had it, so I don't even know how my body would respond to it. But if it works for you, I don't see a problem with that, as long as you're being smart about it. And the one thing I have noticed, which is really funny, is that alcohol sometimes calms my nerves down. And I don't drink very often, and it was funny though, because over the holidays, my family drinks Asti Spumante, drinks that champagne, and I take an anti-anxiety pill every day, and that calms my nerves down because I still have tremors. And I forgot to take my anti-anxiety medication because you know how the holidays are, like really busy and wrapping presents and doing whatever. And I went to my aunt's house, and I'm like, I forgot to take my anti-anxiety pill, but I'm really not worried about it because I know I'll be drinking Asti tonight. So I have noticed that alcohol does calm my nerves down, but I don't make it a daily routine or anything. But I think that's pretty much everything that you mentioned in your video. And if I forgot something, please email me, and I'll email you back or make another video. I am so glad that more people tuned into your channel. That's wonderful. I have created like a new family. I have a new family that I talk to religiously on YouTube, and it's so nice because we can all relate to each other and understand. So I'm really glad you made me another video. I hope this was helpful for you, and I will be hearing from you soon, I hope. Have a great weekend. See you later. Bye.